Hello, my name is Avatar, and welcome to Crusader Kings 2 After the End mod. After the End is a mod that makes it so Crusader Kings 2 takes place in not Europe. And by not Europe, I mean North America and the northern tips of South America, which is like Venezuela and Bolivia and Colombia and such. Um, and Brazil a little bit, but that's a more new feature, the Brazilian Empire thing. But anyways, I like this mod. It's supposed to be a mod that takes place in the year 2666. The world is post-apocalyptic. Everything's fallen back into medieval style everything, which is, a great way to say, yeah, it's medieval style because it's It's a Crusader Kings 2 game. Don't quote me on that. I did not say that. A Crusader Kings 2 game. And it's pretty cool because the people who made this mod, this is currently the fan fork for the original mod, because it got discontinued in its support, so fans continued supporting it, especially with the new Crusader Kings 2 add-on DLCs and stuff like the Holy Fury and the Jade Dragon stuff. That's where the Brazilian Empire comes in. It's supposed to be this game's version of the Chinese Empire, and that's really cool. And so this After the End fan fork, 2666, medieval style everything. And the people put a lot of attention into like both geography and like cultural concepts, I think. There's questions as to whether or not, like, oh, this wouldn't have actually happened if this did happen this way because this cultural reason, It's like, oh, yeah, that's possible that they couldn't catch literally everything. Um, I'm going to go custom game setup. I am going to play what I'm familiar with. And by that, I mean, see, I'm from the United States of America, and I am from the Western United States of America. And I am from a specific part of the Western United States of America, and that is what we call the Boise, Idaho area. Or, for those more familiar, the Treasure Valley. And so that is generally around here, if I'm correct. I can't go and look at a map and be like, oh, technically Boise is right here. I mean, this is rivers and stuff. I assume Boise is up here in the Gem Canyon region because that's what I'm familiar with generally. Not the term Gem Canyon, no. I do know, however, that the Owyhee Mountains are to the south of where I live, which means I must live here. Man, I must be instilling a lot of confidence in people in my ability to identify where I came from geographically. Anyways, but we're going to be playing as the Paiute tribes of Duck Valley, who follow the Cetic religion, which is a Pacific religion. The Cetic religion it's got some interesting story. And I'll read it. The Cetic faith involves the study of philosophical writings by a number of great teachers and gurus, including the Emperor, Buddhist, Christ, and Hubbard. Adherents seek enlightenment through meditation and discussion of the writings. The first emperor of California formally organized the faith with secular and religious power deeply intertwined within the imperial title, and the head of the faith is traditionally chosen among his descendants. So I think that's like an interesting one, that religiously they are Cetic all the way through Baja Norte to Boise area. And then, the other religions, Gaian, Neo-Gnostic, Zhuye and Mormon, and Atomicist. And one of these religions sort of is very real today, but like that's just an interesting cultural part of the West, is that the Mormon religion, the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, is around. And this mod chooses to keep them around, and I mean, for good reason. The cultural impact and, you know, is a real thing. Like, it's so real that you can't like deny its existence. It's like why we have that religion here in this like that sort of thing is because of that impact, and I like that it's addressed in that way. And then the game also takes its liberties to make it Crusader Kings, and so like certain religions get crusade ability or holy war ability, and among them is the Mormons. They get holy war ability. The last game I played, they holy warred for the valley. They succeeded, and that was interesting. But I'm going to be playing as the Paiute, leader, Tagötöka family. I'm going to play as Chief Pagwe Tagötöka of Duck Valley. Duck Valley is this region right here, technically, but the whole duchy, I think. No, it's not even a duchy. It's just that the primary title is currently Duck Valley. He has 3 counties. And so I'm going to be playing... I might just, for the sake of it, switch my primary title to Duck Valley. Not Duck Valley. Gem Canyon. Anyways, before I like get sidetracked, I'm going to start the game. I do play with... I mean, it doesn't need to be Iron Man. But I still play like Iron Man. I don't reload. Actually, I'll keep it like that just so it autosaves. Because I don't reload. I don't do the reloading stuff. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. And that's the story. There's a lot of interesting things like Redcoat invasion and Brazilian invasions. That sounds... Huh. But yeah, we are tribes. We are settled but agrarian. Tribal, that's just something standard to Crusader Kings 2. But the Setic faith... we can raid because we're tribes. I don't think the Setic religion itself allows you to raid. But because we're tribal, we can raid. Celestial Emperor is basically the Pope in the Setic religion. And priests can marry. Fleets can navigate major rivers. Cool. The Setic fleet has that. The Setic religion gives that ability. Maybe all religions give that ability in this game, but like it's cool that that option is available to us regardless. California is held by a secular ruler and can be destroyed or created normally. Adherents follow one of 4 specific ways, schools of Setic thought. I mean, that's pretty standard. So what our situation is, we look at our stats, and we know that, okay, we are Chief Pagwe of Duck Valley. And we know that our heir is our half-brother, who is Chief Isapu of the Northern Basin in Elmore and Cassia. And we look at our stuff here and we say everything is more or less even. So we could switch our capital to Gem Canyon, but we're at risk of being invaded by the Gaian matriarch High Chiefess Juniper of West Snake. And that's scary because, again, they all have more soldiers than us, generally. At least them at West Snake do. So while I want to make my capital up here, I think West Snake will generally make its move to attack there first. That's what happened to me the last few times I tried to play as this guys. And I got pretty far at one point, but I wanted to do it with the new features and the new updates as well. And I'm glad that the fan fork is going. So what are we going to do? We're going to just designate a regent. This guy doesn't like us, so we'll make him like us by giving him a regency. Tutor? I think a diplomat would be a good tutor at this case. Murder is also an option. But since we're currently, our capital is Duck Valley, we can change that, but I think we're going to keep it as Duck Valley. We are going to put trained troops here, or what is it? Yeah. And we're going to look at the religious situation, and just east of us, they follow the Mormon religion. Right now, culturally, Gem Canyon is mountaineer, and we are Paiute, And I think we're going to. I like when I play Crusader Kings 2. I try to stick as close as I can to the original religion that I start with, and as well as the culture. So it's basically like, yep, that's it. I'm sticking with that. I'm not so opportunist as to be like, ooh, this culture has these benefits, I'm going to use them. No, if I wanted to play that way, I would have started that way, typically. And I'm not really min-maxer. I'm not a min-maxer like that. So I don't like the term that I'm using, min-maxer. I don't min-max. I don't like adding the modifier to that as like a verb. It's weird. Stay hydrated, folks. Study technology. Because we're low on technology, we can steal technology. Steal it from Death Valley, who are also Paiute. Cool. To the west of us, Jefferson and Heart Mountain. Your half sister. I forgot I had a half sister in this one. When you start as Pagwe, or you're all siblings here, all half siblings. And historically, I want to actually know. We all come from Tabibo, the Mad, and he had Northern Basin. Okay, go back. Elmore, Cassia, Duck Valley, Gem Canyon, Heart Mountain, and Malheur, and Oahe. So basically, this entire region was his, and that's pretty cool that you can, like, acknowledge that. So first, what we want to do is we want to eliminate our brother as fast as is humanly possible. And so nobody wants to kill him. That's fine. I should have put my guy to scheme or build spy network on Elmore. Also, he is technically... Oh yeah, it's the culture thing. I was like, why does he get the interestingly shaped shield when I get the little circle? I used to think it was a feudal tribal thing. In this case, it's because his religion dictates that, and our religion dictates this. So like we get these sort of Eastern style stuff, despite being in the West. It's kind of confusing when you use these terminologies like that. As we currently are, we need more soldiers. We have baby soldiers. We are scared because our current domain has no. We need to speed this up. And for the beginning of this, important decisions, we could visit the Imperial Court. It costs money. We don't have a lot of money, but we can go on a vision quest for free. So we'll do that. Let the mystical journey begin. You undertake vision quests with a carefully constructed wooden sweat lodge. Firekeeper journey will take you far beyond the walls of the lodge to commune with Buddha. Cool. A seeker often sees startling things. That sort of thing. So, insights about yourself. This will allow us to basically choose some bonuses that allow us to focus more on, like, what sort of bonuses we want to go with, and it helps us direct us towards a goal. And I think, like, my goal is I want to conquer my brother, my half-brother. And we can duel him. We have a strong claim on a title currently held by him. And dueling is a bit strange. We have a higher duel ability, but not by much. And if we lose, we become him, which is not all bad. It's kind of annoying, though. You know? Is that what happens? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to stick as this guy because it's me. So I wasn't paying attention at all to what the vision quests were, but I have these options. The wolf has chosen me. I saw visions of myself. I saw terrible cataclysms, or I saw only madness. I like wolf because it brings me these options. Like, how much do I want? Do I want just prestige? Do I want one martial and some bonus stuff with the chance of these? Or do I want all three of these? brave, gregarious, and cool, with 2 martial and 30 karma. Accepting it makes us very strong. The wolf totem, the loyal wolf is your totem. Oh, woo. Wolf is a skilled warrior, but he knows that his strength is multiplied when aided by powerful allies. And this is a good, like, advice. And we get this headdress. And I don't mean to be insensitive or unknowledgeable about that, about what this is. There's a lot of things to be insensitive and knowledgeable about in a lot of these games, especially a game that takes place here that prominently features Native American tribes in a post-apocalyptic society. And what can you do but not play? Oh wow, that doesn't spell a good end to this. So we have the way of the dove applied to ourselves in terms of our ascetic religion. Can we change that? I don't think we can change that for a while. I don't know if we can ever change that, actually. At this point, who's to say? Ruler is unmarried. We should get married. Have kids. Not a 4-year-old. Ascetic. Basically Cascadian and Californian. Ooh, dude. She's 15, but it's gotta happen because she has the greatest stats. Ignoring the age difference there. Pick an ambition. Our ambition is, do we reject cruelty? Do we reject greed? Because we have the option to do this. It's kind of like Buddhism in the original Crusader Kings 2, except it's just, California. Become king of Idaho. I don't know if we can do that soon, so I don't think that's a good idea. Making a friend would be good. Or we could create a treasury. Have 3 artifacts. We don't know. See the realm prosper? There's a lot of things that just don't make sense. At this point, make a friend is just like, it'll happen eventually, I imagine. So what we want to do is maybe see how many soldiers he has. Less than us. But to this, we should still be careful. We're going to make a raiding party, and then we're going to raid his capital. The Emperor walks the true ascetic path. So, let's see. Celestial Emperor Elton IV has written a new set of teachings. Whispers from the Imperial Court claim that the writings are insightful and enlightening, delving deep into the heart of long-standing theological and philosophical questions. The Emperor walks the true ascetic path, truly an enlightened and great teacher, or, bah, nothing new under the sun. And you just get cynical and you lose 10 karma. It doesn't seem like a great option, that one. This one, we just get opinion differences. But this one for longer, this one for shorter. But this way switches us to the way of the book, which makes us less intrigue but more learning. I think just getting some karma would be fine. I don't think we need to switch from the dove. We still get that diplomacy bonus. Because once we raid Elmore, we can't raid Elmore because we don't have enough soldiers. This was a mistake. Maybe instead we just raid Cassia. Oh, actually, I guess we're stuck raiding Cassia. That's not good. You can kill their commander. He's got pretty bad combat skills, so I feel pretty good about this decision. You win the duel either way, but let's see. It's a good day for a duel, I chuckle, hefting my flanged mace in my hand. Enough talking, my opponent growls. Soon Shino is lying face down in the snow, as I have seen to smack my flanged mace into the side of his head. This was too easy, or I will show no mercy. Either he dies, or I only injure him. Duel experience increases and battlefield experiences increases in both, and that's pretty cool. He just gets a black eye. You know, why not? We already have, like, we're a pretty... Let's just roleplay an angry, cruel guy. I mean, that gives us stuff. And we've got blood on our face now because we did some killing. And I see the headdress has changed. I don't know what that means. Now we can raid this town. It's an option. Now they have 303 soldiers raised over there, but they can't really justify attacking without fighting us. Also, seeing as we are the ruler present in the combat is kind of scary, but since we're tribe, we want light foot, I think. If I look at the soldier composition, light infantry, majority. So we want our light infantry to do well. My courtier, let's not. It just causes trouble later, usually, in my experience. Now we can marry Bella Marianas, the Californio. Yeah. And now we're just getting money. Because money allows us to improve things. I forgot that we're tribal, so getting prestige would allow us to improve things even more. So we raided a tribe. Yes. If we attack, that's desert. Yes. That is central Idaho, all right. They're building a trade post. We could be building a trade post. Duck Valley has a trade... That makes sense. So yeah, we're just raiding trade regions. That's all. That's okay. That's fine. So now we're going to do it again. Except we're going to hide our soldiers back by sending them home. And then we're going to see how many soldiers do we have left now. And so, let's say... I think... While we wait... Oh, wait. No, he's already settled down. I think if we do the math... That is less than 500. And we have 540. So now we do this again. And we bring our soldiers to Oahe. And then we switch to... raid Elmore. And that should be fairly beneficial because it'll weaken his armies. And we should probably get a claim on Elmore. That just seems like a good idea. Don't really know if we have any claims. And we raided that pretty quickly, so I guess we're just gonna... Oh, and we captured a bunch of his family? Or courtiers? I wasn't checking exactly who they were. Isapu is my nephew. Oh, if he dies, then that means I'm a kinslayer. I don't, Can I, ransom him? That's a lot of money, but he can't afford it because I'm raiding him. I could change his religion or his heritage, but he already has... You know what? I think that's something we can do. We can turn our nephew into our ascetic child, yes. Crusader Kings 2 is not a game where you're a good person. You're a bad person through and through. Nobody is a good person in Crusader Kings 2, even the saints. We could raid our half-sister as well. She likes us for some reason. Well, we're both diligent, cynical, just. And I guess the same dynasty. Imagine that. Half-sister being your same dynasty. Wow. So, lastly, for this video, I think I'm going to spend some of this money I've just earned. And I'm going to go on a journey to visit the Emperor because... religious duties. It's like the journey to Mecca, except Mecca is Sacramento. And my wife is pregnant. Excellent. Let's hope that it's either attractive or smart. Let's see my wife. Quick and attractive. Ambitious. Brawny. Man, there's just a lot of good stuff. But the brawny isn't really a... it doesn't pass down through genetics usually. So... ooh, I lost the brave. Yikes. But I did get, so my skill at arms and knowledge of military strategy has impressed many of the war-inclined members of the imperial court. So I'm no longer on a journey. I just get some monthly prestige and karma until 4 years from now. And some extra temple vassal opinion. We don't have any temples, so it doesn't mean anything. It's just extra prestige at this point. The regency is over because I'm back. Now, I think that's where we say we're at the end for this. Unless I think we immediately want to go claim Northern Basin because we have put him on the back foot. He's got no soldiers. He doesn't have the money. And we have the ability. And this doesn't cost us anything to declare war. So now we uh-oh. We've got the sickness. We sent all our soldiers to retake Elmore, and I think we're gonna win that. And that's going to be pretty quick. Because we do have a strong claim because of our dad. So this is about making sure that our wife is well taken care of while she is pregnant. I think we can spend a good amount of our money to make sure this happens. Because I'm willing to do anything for a quick or attractive, maybe both, child. Marshal. We don't have any people. We don't have any marshals. We don't have anybody. We need to invite people, but we don't know how to invite people. We don't have enough money or prestige. Can't invite a commander. Yeah, we can. We can afford that. It's not a lot, but we can afford that. And we'll just make him our marshal. Where'd you come from? Why are there two of you now? This guy's club-footed, but like, who cares? He still kicks ass. Positions. We have... okay, because we held his nephew prisoner, we were already winning. Also, his wife? I didn't even realize that. So we've already won. And he still has regions. But now we need to, like... basically eliminate him. Since I own everything, it's not like I can just... it's kind of hard to... get rid of him. I'm sure if I had my spy master on his county, then I could we are the Duchy of Northern Basin now, and that's good. So yeah, we're just thinking of ways we can get rid of him. Can't revoke Elmore County because it's not we do not have a truce with the guy. That's the only reason we can't revoke it with him. Revoke him. That region. And now we're in trouble because if Elmore is strong, then really messy. Can't afford anything because we spend all our money on pointless stuff. We don't need you making claims anymore. We can send you to make a claim on like Heart Mountain maybe? How's she doing? Not great. I have a prisoner. I can ransom her. I could release her. Or I could demand religious... I can't demand religious conversion with my current law setup. I am allowed to revoke title. That makes sense. They're going to want to increase council power soon, I imagine. Just this one guy. Societies. The Emperor's Disciple. I didn't even think about the society thing. They added that in. Wow. Anyways, we've just taken our first step to basically reconquering our father's land, and are preparing to you know, conquer Idaho. Oh yeah. Proselytize, and I think that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.